Looks like the goats have all turned up for their mid-morning orange snack. I'm hoping I can get a shot of especially Jeff the buck. He stands up on his back legs on that tree and he just plucks an orange off. There's one. Jeff coming up to his favourite tree, and that's the one just in front of him, so he might try and stand up, but well, here's Molly's birthday present. She bought herself a little log burner. It had to be small because we want to fit it inside this original granite fireplace. And because this room, there's meat hooks on a big beam up here, and there were lots of sticks on the wall in here, and the stones that were on the wall, which is why we've had it rendered in here and not kept the stone like you might have seen in our last week's video. You can see we've normally got the schistous walls. We had this rendered because this was the smoke room in the house. It's quite a big fireplace, but it's meant to belch a bit of smoke. And there's big metal rods up in here for hanging big pots on and things like that still hang from a bar in the chimney here. So we wanted to put a log burner in it, because if the girls light the fire, and that's the other thing with Portuguese chimneys, is that they're so big. And there's, you'll find in a normal English chimney, instead of going straight up, they have a kink at one point where it narrows the chimney neck. And because this isn't, you have a lovely fire going and you can feel the heat quite away from it, but it sucks in all the cold air that's in the house, and you find that it pulls all the heat from the other rooms in the house and it all goes up the chimney. I'd actually put fire bricks all in the back of the fireplace here. Because it was just the original schistous wall, and the years of having fires in there was sort of breaking the stones down, so I've hacked out to good stone and then I've put fire bricks in there, which will be a good backing for this log burner for Molly. Sandra and Molly have gone out. I think I've just said that, but they've got to go and do some shopping, so I want to sort of try and get it together for her when she's not here, so she comes back to find it partially installed. The other thing I'm going to worry about in a second is, you might have heard us saying in several of the videos over the last couple of months, we've got a wasp nest in a chimney, and it's the top of this chimney. I've put a blue insulation panel in there, which is a tight, because it's foam, I managed to push it up in there, and it's got a tight seal around the chimney wall and a little bit of expanding foam, and that stopped the wasps coming in. So I'm going to take this down now, and hopefully after all this cold and the bad weather we've had, there's going to be no more wasps in there. I really, out of being sensible, should go and put my bee suit on, but I'm pretty satisfied that there's none alive. So slowly. Okay. Well, at least it wasn't wasps, it was just a load of soot. But that's actually quite a lot of soot. Wow. That is a lot of soot. Ooh, I think that's quite a big nest up there. It's dead, so don't worry. Yeah, I think I can see almost an entire corner. If this was the chimney looking down, it looks like there's a piece in one of the corners up there. Just going to go and see if I can find a torch. Right, well, I've got my phone, the torch on my phone, so I'm just going to have a look up the chimney and see if I can see this nest. Oh, wow. Oh well, the nest has blocked off, I'd say about half of the chimney. That's huge. That is a big nest. Ugh. Yeah, that's big. I'd say it's going to be that round. So if it's filling up the chimney, yeah, it's got to be about that round, like that. It's about that big, and I reckon it's about that tall from what I can see. Wowzers! I really don't know how I'm going to break that up. SEPNA, the environmental police, came here, I think it was 3 years ago now, when we had a nest in the chimney, but it was about that big. They told us to put sticks up the chimney, really long bits of sticks, and light a really big fire in here, which we did, and we had flames coming out of the chimney, and the nest survived. But during that, with my wasp suit on, with a young lady that came to help us, a Portuguese lady, they were actually making it past the heat and the flames. By the time they came in here, they would have lost half a wing, but they were still coming at us, trying to get down past the heat rushing up that chimney. And obviously they've come back the following year and they've made another nest. If you've seen what most of the Portuguese chimneys look like, they've got slits around on the head. So I'm going to go up there with some weatherproof glue that will resist, it'll stick to bricks and it will resist the weather. On the panels in the chimney like this, if that's a brick there, there's another vent here and one there. I'm going to put some fine mesh and stick it on there so the wasps can't get back in the chimney and make another nest for this year coming. So, because that's actually that's quite crazy, the size of this nest. Right, well, I really don't know what to do. I think I'm going to carry on and fit the log burner. The only thing with the log burner is it's only going to let smoke out, it's not actually going to burn the chimney. So I'm sort of in two minds as what to do with this. I'm wondering, do I go and buy a chimney brush set? So I've got some extendable poles I can put up here and link them together, because I'm not going to get a big stick up this chimney past this curve here to get it up the top. And again, the other problem I've got up the top is the little gaps in the chimney head. I can just about get that much of my arm through, so I can't even get my arm in there, and again I won't get a big stick in there without it all locking up and jamming in the brickwork. So I literally think the only way we're going to be able to do this is to burn an enormous fire in here that's going to make massive tall flames like the guys said. The other thing I thought about doing was putting some diesel in a weed killer sprayer that I could put my hand in with the lance and soak the nest with diesel and then burn it that way, so sort of physically burn it away, which is a shame because I'd like to see it in person, and I'm sure you guys would like to see it because it's an incredible construction. I think I'm just going to carry on and put this log burner in here for tonight because I'm absolutely happy that nest it's dead. So let's see what we can get going. Now I'm not sure if this... Oh, I think it might be assembled. Minus its feet, I'm assuming, because it on the advert it's taller than this. As I measured, it should come to about here, so I'm assuming that's about the right size for some feet. Let's see if we can open this box now. Go and get a dustpan and brush. And here we go, guys. 6.5 kilowatt. Oh, the distractions. You can tell I'm a mechanic. I will read them, don't worry. Oh, and it's got an agitator. How flash. Don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this, because I've got a couple of extra lights in the room with me here to help me illuminate the room. If you pull this piece here, it shakes the table in there to shake the ashes to the bottom. Even came with a free oven glove to stop you burning yourself, which is quite good. Now that's the last of the packaging. There we go. We've just got some bolts under here. The other thing about the nest up the top is I've been told the only thing that should hibernate there, the workers and the male wasps and everything else have all died. It should only be the queen that hibernates. I don't know if she hibernates in that nest or what. I'm not quite sure. But whichever way, in the next few days that nest is going to get destroyed, one way or the other. There we go. Now we'll stand it up on its feet. Right, here we go. Wondering whether to make this a rear exit, because that'll allow this log burner to come out a little bit. Because what I'm going to have to do is cut a sheet of tin like that piece of foam that was in there, but then cut it with a hole in it for the chimney to pass through. Otherwise all that will happen is all the heat that comes from the top of this is just going to go up the chimney. So I'm just installing this for the moment, just to get it together, get rid of the boxing, and then tomorrow I'll sort the problem. Well, depending on tomorrow, because we've got a week's worth of rain at the moment. It's pouring with rain, so the first chance I get, I shall go up, get rid of the nest that's up there and give the chimney a good clean, and then work out a bit of tin to put across here. Unfortunately, I don't know if you can see that in the fireplace there. This fireplace was perfect, and the builders smashed a big chunk out of the fireplace and never repaired it. So, but hey ho. Very odd. Doesn't show what this piece was, and it's clearly for something because it's wrapped up, but there's no hole in it. Oh, I wonder if that's for the ash pan. Yes, that's what it's for. It's the ash pan handle. Yep, there we go. Okay. Right, that's for the ash pan. Right, so I'm going to mount this to the rear, but then it means we're going to need an elbow before we can use the chimney. Right, off to go and get a screwdriver and see if I can find a bend. Right, well, the girls are back and they've brought me a 90. It's not quite the right style we wanted, but they said they didn't have the bit that fits the normal chimney that they sold us yesterday. A bit strange, but never mind, it'll do, and I'll be able to spray it with black fire paint and you're not really going to see it. And we should check which end, whilst it's out here, which end goes on, which I think must be this end. Yep. So that's going to go over there in the chimney. Ooh. Let's get the chimney on it first. So that's that way up. I said earlier in the video, there's a steel bar in the chimney through here, so it's hang metal hooks from for hanging pots to cook, and it's hitting the side of the chimney. So I'm going to have to move this over temporarily tonight until I can cut a line through the metal rod that's in the chimney, because we're not going to use it for cooking. So there we are. Looks like I should go and get some wood to light it. Take off the last bits of this. Put sellotape on that. It doesn't want to give up. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? Why would you stick a sticker on that? I don't know. No, and it's one of those ones that just doesn't peel off. Right, I'll get some wood, a pine cone and a scraper. Right, it's like the first fire. I suppose really Molly ought to be doing this, but she's just gone to the shop and she's said light it, so I'm going to light it for her. Oh, Eddie, come to check the fire.
So I would like to say a huge thank you to Paul Huggins and everybody who bought me a coffee for my birthday, because I was able to buy myself a log burner for my bedroom. And you'll probably hear in the background Eddie panting a bit because it's quite warm in here at the moment. So I want to say thank you to absolutely everyone who's been supporting us on this channel throughout 2021 and into the new year of 2022. And I hope you had an amazing Christmas and a great new year.